Children, I don't know why, but today I'm not feeling energetic. Maybe due to this weather. See the weather. It is so drizzling and all. There is no bright light at all. You know very well, early in the morning when the light is bright, we feel so energetic. And same at night, there is no light, natural light, and we feel drowsy, we feel sleepy. Right, children? Maybe light is playing a very important role in our life. So today let us learn something about light more. Okay. So whenever we think about light and if you try to see the objects around us, you will find that there are some objects which give their own light to us. Okay. And there are some objects which don't give any light to us. So these objects can be named as and they are called as luminous object and non-luminous object. The object that gives its own light, they are called as luminous objects. And that too there are two types. Some are natural and some are artificial or man-made. Natural, you can say sun is the most common example for natural luminous object. And artificial, there are many artificial luminous objects like torch or you can say candle or tube lights or etc. Okay. What are the non-luminous objects? The objects which don't give any light, they are the non-luminous objects. And there are so many examples around us. Now only I can say board, chalk, duster, book, pen, pencil. So many are there, right? Now, the next point is transparent, translucent and opaque objects. There are a number of objects around us and they can be easily divided into three categories. First is transparent, second is translucent and third is opaque. Now the word transparent says us that the objects are transparent. We can see what are kept other side. The other side of the object can be easily seen. Why it can be easily seen? Because the light can pass through it. That is the reason. Okay. Then what are the translucent objects? In translucent objects, the light can pass through it but only partially. The complete light cannot pass through the translucent objects. And the third is opaque object. What are the opaque objects? Through which light cannot pass at all. It just stops the light or it blocks the light and those objects are called as opaque object. Now let us see the example for it. So now in our discovery lab only we can see the examples for three of them. This glass is a transparent glass. So the light can easily pass through it and that is the reason we can see the objects which are kept inside or to the other side of the object. Right? You can see them easily. And this wood is an example of opaque object. Now the things which are kept behind this wood or behind this strip, you cannot see it. Why you cannot see? Because light cannot pass through it. And when light does not reach to the object, we cannot see the object. So this proves that opaque object cannot pass the light through it. So the window glass is the example of translucent object. You know that translucent object just passes the partial light through it. The complete light cannot be passed through it. And now you can see that the other side daytime is there. So this is the best example for translucent object. Children, this is the setup where we will see that whether light can pass through the transparent paper or not. Okay. So here this is the torch, this is the transparent sheet and this one is the screen. Okay. So I will on the light now. So now you will see that the light can easily pass through the transparent paper. Right? It can easily pass through the transparent paper. In the same setup, now only I have changed this paper. Earlier we took transparent paper, now this one is the translucent paper. So let us see the effect of light in a translucent paper. Okay. Now you can see that some amount of light is reaching to the screen. That means only some amount of light is passing through the translucent paper. Got it? Now we are trying the same thing with the opaque object or opaque paper. Now you can see very easily, children, that the light cannot pass through the opaque object and so on the screen we can just see the black image, right? So light cannot pass through opaque object, it is clear. Now just now we saw that when an opaque object comes in between the path of the source of light, a shadow is formed, a black color image is formed. Right, children? Now, let us see that when the source of light is far away from the opaque object, which type of shadow is formed, and when the source of light is coming close to the object, the type of the shadow is changed or the same. Let us just find out that now. Okay, so I will start the torch. Presently, you can see the shadow already. Still, let us see with the help of a light. Now, you can see that the distance between the source of light and the opaque object is far away, and the shadow form is sharp, dark and small. Now, let me take the source of light near. At this distance, you can see that the shadow of the object is of same size, right? Now, I will try to bring the source of light near the object. Let us see what happens to the shadow. Now, you can see that the size of the shadow is increasing as and when I am bringing the light source close to the opaque object. And when I am taking it far away, the shadow is in decreased form. Now again it has come to of the same size, right? So this proves that when the light source is very close to the object, the shadow is formed is very big, and when it is far away, the shadow is small. Just now we saw that when the source of light's distance with the object is changed, we can see the different types of shadow. Now let us see that when we change the direction of the source of light with respect to the object, how it changes. Okay. Now here this is the screen. Okay. And here is the opaque object kept. You can see that it is here. Okay. And now we will start the light source. Okay. So now the light source is on one side. You can see the shadow is formed on the other side. We can consider this as the morning time. Now I will change the direction of the light source. Now light source is exactly above the opaque object. This can be considered as afternoon time. Hardly we can see the shadow. The shadow is just at the bottom of the object. Now I will take the light source on the other side of the object. See, I am taking the light source on the other side of the object. This can be considered as the evening time, right children? And one more thing, when I bring the light close to the object, the shadow form is small, and when I take it far away, an elongated shadow is formed. Just now we saw, children, that whenever the light is falling on an opaque object, it blocks the light. But whenever the light is blocked by an opaque object, a black color image is formed. And that black color image is nothing but shadow. Okay? So, whenever light falls on an opaque object, the black color image is formed or the shadow is formed because in that particular area, the light is not reaching. And whenever there is no light, darkness is there. So darkness is what? Here it is just an shadow. So you can say that shadow is formed in the place where the light cannot reach. And it is showing the same shape because the shape of the object is blocking the light. So it is showing the same shape. One of the important characteristic of light is that light always travels in a straight line. You can say that is the reason the shadow is formed. Whenever the light falls on the opaque object, it is not that it is going around the object. Since it is traveling straight, it is blocked there only, and so the shadow is formed. So, what the thing is that light always travels in a straight line, and that can be easily observed through pinhole camera. Now, what is pinhole camera? Let us see that. To see that light travels in a straight line, we are just using this pinhole camera. Now what is pinhole camera? It is just a device or instrument in which there is a hole through which the light goes, and here there is a screen on which we can see the image. Now you know very well that light travels in a straight line. So that is the reason the image which is obtained due to the pinhole camera is always inverted. We will try to see our ground through the pinhole camera. Okay. Yes. So we saw that the image is inverted.
We know very well that light travels in a straight line. But when this same light falls on the mirror, it shows reflection. See here in this setup, a comb is used and in front of the comb a mirror is kept, and when light falls on the mirror, it shows reflection. So it can be very easily seen. You can try it at home and see how reflection of light takes place. Okay, children?
Due to this property of reflection of light in mirrors, they are used to make periscope. Now what are periscopes? It is a device in which two mirrors are placed at an angle of 45 degree. See, one model is there in my hand. One mirror is placed here and exactly on the opposite side the second mirror is placed, and both the mirrors are at the angle of 45 degree. The reason is that at 45 degree angle the reflection takes place properly, so that if you observe from this mirror you can see the view which is in front of the second mirror. Okay, and mostly this instrument is used by the submarines. Why? Submarines are deep inside the ocean, okay. So by using this instrument, they can easily make out the objects which are there on the surface of the water. So mostly they use this device. So today in light topic we discuss all these important points today. We discuss about luminous and non-luminous objects, transparent, translucent and opaque objects. We discuss about shadow and types of shadow. Then again we discuss about light travels in a straight line, and the best example is pinhole camera. And lastly we discuss about reflection of light, and the example was periscope. So while doing this video, I tried to cover our school also. I tried to take the video shooting or this recording in different parts of our school, so that you will see our school through this, right? I hope you enjoyed that and you got the main concepts of light. Okay, thank you.